If we throw the ball correctly, like Beckham is going to catch that every time. He's mossed so many people this year. And then let Culkin open again, and he'll score. Sean Culkin. Just wide open. Great throw from Mock to zip it in there. We need to stop Clemson. They've had 2 straight touchdowns. We've gotten them to third down several times. Okay, so this is episode 4, I believe, of Missouri Dynasty. Pretty sure it's episode 4. Of course, this episode is going to have the playoff selection part in it. But it'll be filmed on a different day. So, this episode will be recorded over several days. So I don't plan to do all this in one go, in one day, in one night. So we're going to play our final regular season game and the SEC championship game. And we'll have the playoff selection bit in the playoffs either in a later segment of this video or a whole separate video. And you would know that by the time this video releases, whether you see that segment in this video or not. You would have already known if I made that decision or not to include the playoff part or exclude it. So right now, I don't know. I may include that part, the playoff selection, the playoff games. I may not. If so, that would be maybe like a 5-hour video. So if you want that, I'll do it. I may do it anyway, regardless of your opinion. But this is the final regular season game. This is a big one. It's 3 versus 4. A&M overtook us in the polls, and rightfully so. We've not been playing the greatest on defense. Our offense, though, has bailed us out several times. And our defense has always gotten just enough stops. Like, just enough. So, Clemson is number 1. USC got dethroned after losing to UCLA. Ohio State is number 2 after I saw them being as low as 9 or 10. They have fought all the way back to 2. They got Michigan, though, this weekend. I already said I didn't want Michigan to lose it, and they've already lost twice. So, I want Michigan to win so they can be Big Ten champs. I don't think they will, though, which makes that loss to them even more annoying and painful. Of course, A&M, who we play this week right now, and I thought we had Ole Miss on the schedule because we had them last year, but I guess not. Ole Miss was number 7, and they got dismantled by A&M at home, by the way. So we're 4, of course. We're Connecticut, not going to the playoffs. I don't care. This is not the BCS. If this was the BCS, they would run the risk of getting in here when they don't belong. So since I'm the one choosing the playoff teams, nope, disqualified. Louisville, case could be had for them. They could play Clemson in the ACC championship game. USC could still be alive. Michigan State still be alive. Fresno State, nope. And Georgia Tech, nope. Those programs don't belong anywhere near the playoffs. Conference standings, it's the final week. So if A&M loses, and Auburn plays Alabama this week as well, and if Auburn wins, they improve to 8-0, and they will play us in the SEC championship game if we beat A&M, because A&M is 5-2 in conference. Auburn is 4-2. So if they beat a Bama team who's also 7-4 like them, then they would be the ones who we would play. They would fall to 6-2. They would improve to 6-2. So we would play Auburn. And just to look at other teams from different sides of the league, yeah, Auburn is 3rd place. Even though Ole Miss has 1 more win and 1 less loss, Auburn has one more win and 1 less loss than they do in conference, so it is reversed. The Pac-12, USC is declared 1st. Can't believe Oregon is 7-4. In real life, this team went to the playoffs and got dismantled Well, they dismantled Florida State in real life in the first year of the playoff, and then they choked and lost to Ohio State. So Stanford is third, and UCLA is second. So UCLA would probably rematch against USC again. And the winner of that could have a case to make the playoffs at the Big Ten. Michigan State, would you look at that, is first place. I'll say second. Michigan is third. So only one of these teams can go to the playoffs. Not two of them, not all three. Only one. So it's either going to be Ohio State, Michigan State, or Michigan who gets to go to the playoffs. Not all three or two. Only one. Big 12, K-State, Texas Tech, and OU. Wow, it is pretty tight. Even Texas Tech can make a case at who can win the Big 12. ACC, Clemson and Georgia Tech, and Louisville. Louisville or Georgia Tech will play Clemson in the ACC championship game, and Louisville is doing great in their first year in the ACC. So a lot is at stake for a lot of teams to make the playoffs. Josie got overtaken, and he deserved it. He only had 20 yards last week and a touchdown. He never belonged in the Heisman anyway. Corbin Bergstresser is who belonged in the Heisman, not Josie. Corbin belonged up here because he's carried the load while Matty Mock's been gone. And Matty Mock, great performance last week in his first game back in about 2 months with the upper arm fracture. He still balled out like usual. So Bridgewater could win the Heisman. So there's not left to it, but to get into the game, A&M is favored. We're 76th total defense. That's our lowest ranking all year. We're first against the run, and we're second to last in pass defense. We're first in points, though. They're 16th. We're third total offense, so 13th. Last year, we came out slow. They were difficult at first. We couldn't stop them, but then we ended up winning, I think, like 35-24 or 41-24, something like that. We held them to under 30, which is an achievement. Hopefully, we can do it again this game. This is a very important, crucial game. It's a must-win for either side, really. And it's funny, both these teams used to be in the Big 12, and they both moved to the SEC. Beckham already breaking tackles. So again, winner of this game increases their chance of making the playoffs. Loser decreases, but the loser has a chance to avenge on an even bigger stage in the championship game if Auburn loses to Bama. So a lot is at stake here. Jimmy Hunt, 1,106 yards on 7 touchdowns. We could rematch against A&M, and we have to win both times. We can't afford a split. Well, we're going to hit Joseph or Murphy, actually, who's wide open, and Murphy will get 13 out of that. Of course, our defense has certainly taken it seems like within the first 4 games, it took it a huge step forward. And then the Michigan game happened, and the Mississippi State game happened, and the Tennessee and South Carolina game happened. We didn't do that great. Floating it to Hunt, who hung on. We went with the 4-2-5 defense, even though we got cooked with it against Tennessee. Wait, no, we didn't. Did we? I can't remember what defense. I think we used the 4-2-5 against Tennessee. Great blocking down the field, Matty Mock. 13.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Watch 36. 36 tonight. Check, check. Eagle. Eagle. Right, leading. Right.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Just want to, not turn it over. Win time of possession, win the turnover battle, control the clock, win the possession battle. If I already said that. Keep Johnny Manziel on the sideline as long as possible. Even though I'm sure in real life he was drafted to the Cleveland Browns in 2014. Yeah. Colkin wide open. We streaked him, which was a genius move. That safety had to go over. That corner was playing zone on a flat. There was nobody guard, though, in the flat. So wide open Sean Colkin. Beautiful play design on offense.
Missouri is lined up for the kickoff. Williams sets a return. The kickoff is down for a touchdown.
That's fine. I tried to guard both as best as I could. Watch out for the deep ball. He's taking off, and there's nobody there. We can't allow that to happen. We will spot if that's the case. We need Coney Ely to go off. We need Shane Ray to go off. Our D-line, our defensive tackles, non-existent all year. They have completely regressed. We've gotten no production out of them whatsoever this year. None. He got him. He's short. He's short. That's why I was using right there. That's exactly why. And A&M is going to punt. I don't believe it, though. They will, though. So our defense gets an early stop.
it 2nd and 5.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Go down, go down. Mike 36. Mike. Check, check, check. 200.
White is the intended receiver on that play. 3rd down.
Check, check. Big dog.
Open Sean Colkin. Wide open.
Reception. That's good for a gain of 14 yards. 1st down.
Again, try left, try left. Go down, go down. Mike 36. Mike 36. Ready. 180.
I couldn't pitch it there. It was too risky. He's beat, but it's underthrown. He was beat. I should have threw it sooner. He was open. But Matty Mock and the arm fracture is just no strength to get there. Got him. Colkin. Back-to-back 3rd down conversions for Sean Colkin. I thought we would have better blocking than that. That's fine, though. We're going to hold A&M, who gets 32 a game, scoreless through the 1st quarter. We'll take that. We will take that. That's the right move. It wasn't there. It wasn't there.
Makes it 1st and goal. No gain. That brings him 2nd and goal.
Check, check. Eagle. Eagle. Screen. Screen. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Here we go.
I saw that. Nobody blocked him. I saw that. Touchdown, wide open, Jimmy Hunt. Run the perfect route concept and everything. Safety was way too far away. Yeah, that's fine. They can keep going side to side. We just got to guard the middle. We got to guard the middle and the deep ball well. That's it. We'll let them go side to side all game. We'll let them do that. We will let them go side to side all game. Ely! Loss of 2.
That is a loss of 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Let's go. 390.
I watched y'all do nothing when he took off. I watched y'all. Yep, incomplete. User pass deflection. Loss of 1 for Trey Carson. 3rd and long again for A&M. With the screen. And we're there. We're there. See, I don't understand why we don't play this good on defense consistently. We have so much potential. It's through the roof. It's what those women who keep picking those toxic men that they hate but they love at the same time. It's all about potential with them. It's the same right here. It's just potential. Potential with this defense. Hopefully, we sit on we sit on the ball the whole quarter, chew the clock, go into halftime at 21-0. That's our goal. That is the goal. That is what we want.
That's a gain of 12 on the play. First down.
Just throw it away. It wasn't there. We don't need to turn it over and give him momentum and score. Nope, none of that. Just throw it away. They forgot about Matty Mock, who can take off. They forgot about him. And we convert. Called the perfect play. It was not meant for Matty Mock to scramble, but it cleared everybody out. Because they're so worried about our deep ball. Oh, they're going to blitz. Again, I want to have the ball last in this second quarter. I don't want them to have the ball. I don't.
200 check. 200 check. Here we go.
Number 20, the carry. Call it a gain of 9 yards. First down.
Watch 36. 36 back. 68.
That's fine because we live another down. They got to guard us again. We keep the ball. It's only 2nd and 10. Could have easily scored, but I wanted 2 more clock.
That makes it first and goal.
So we're going to intentionally stall because, again, it's all about keeping them scoreless throughout the second half. I don't want them to have the ball back. In fact, we're going to take a delay game. Again, you've seen the CPU cheese and catch Hail Marys. That's what I want to avoid. I want to avoid the CPU Hail Mary or weird plays or the 1 second cheese where they get to kick a field goal before halftime. I want to avoid that at all costs.
Still first down.
And there we go. All 3 timeouts. We're good. I told you we were good. 14 touchdowns, a school record. I told you we were good. Now, we did, leave 24 seconds, which is still way more than I want. Clemson, so far, again, South Carolina made it very tough on us, so Clemson is in a dogfight with them right now, unsurprisingly.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Williams back to return. The kickoff is down for a touchdown.
And I believe they get the ball to start the second half, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's the cheating I'm talking about. Not only did I not get the sack, but that should have been an interception. That should have been picked off. See, I told you, we left too much time on the clock. Now they're gonna kick it. See, this is why 24 seconds was just too much. That should have been an interception.
Williams deep to return. The kickoff is down for a touchdown.
Guys, all three of you cannot fall for it. That's stupid. I have three of you right there.
That brings him 2nd and 5. Singleton on the tackle. Gain of 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
It's a couldn't even talk. I was trying to say it's not a run, it's a pass.
That makes it 1st and 10. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Loss of 3.
Loss of 3 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 13.
Watch out for anything to the sideline. I didn't know he was gonna give it to him. Bro, I had that covered.
Loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Empty backfield for Manziel. Yes, sir.
Number 21 makes the catch. Brady with the tackle at the 40-yard line. First down.
Here we go. 180. Watch 36.
Second down. No gain. That makes it second and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Jimmy dropped it.
Hunt was the intended receiver on the play. Third down.
They have not stopped this play yet. It has caused them a lot of issues. And they continue to struggle. Jamon Moore on the catch.
Man left. Pull down. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Ready. 390. Green.
That's good for a gain of 16 yards. That makes it first and goal.
Again, that's fine. I'm not trying to force it.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
That's a gain of 7 on the play. That makes it third and goal.
Roger. Mike 36. Mike 36. Ready.
That brings us fourth and goal.
Down. Touchdown, Tigers. And A&M, you have a playoff to fight for right now. And it's right now, it's looking like you don't want it. And Auburn may win, and they may replace you as our SEC champ opponent. You don't have the luxury of falling back on a rematch. That's not a guarantee if Auburn wins. Sacked.
No gain on the play. That makes it second and 10.
Tens the mic. Check 52. Check.
Way to be there, Hawk. Way to be there. If that's all Menzo is going to do, that's pretty easy to defend. It's pretty easy. We converge. I knew he was going to do it again. 3 straight QB runs for Manziel. All of them not by design. And since they weren't, A&M has to punt.
Check 26, check 26.
That better be a touchback.
Watch 36, 36 to Mike. Check.
We got a great defensive game plan. We've rendered A&M useless. And this is the kind of defense we played last season. You know, they started off red hot, and then all of a sudden we got stops back to back to back, and they just kind of stalled. And except we're just doing it on a grander scale this year. Punt is short. They should have caught that in stride. That's disappointing we couldn't convert. I was tempted to call a curl flat for that outside receiver. Instant throwaway there for Manziel. Didn't even get to play a chance. I just don't understand how that's open. They fumbled it! And how do we miss? How do we not get that? It was Matt Hawk. Hawking down Manziel. Manziel. I mean, Manziel, you do realize you have teammates, right? Like they exist. You're not just, the center of reality. You have a team, and it's not just you out there on the field. I don't think he knows that. Guys, does he know that he has a team and it's not just him? Again, I'm tired of the cutback cheese. Tired of it. Like, that's not even good offense. They just get bailed out just because. And how do I get no animation on right there? So talk about the micro cheating. It's to be picked off. On ball. Telling you, bro, it's the micro cheating. They just keep running the same play.
False start, offense. Still second down.
Number 2 with the carry. Gain of 1 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
Charles, what are you doing?
No gain on the play. That brings up 2nd and goal.
Over it.
Call it a loss of 3 yards on the play. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Where to go? They're wasting a lot of time. Still didn't get there. No gain. 4th and goal.
Brings us 4th and goal.
Deron Singleton and others. Now the question is, what do they call? He's not going to get there, and he fumbled it. It's a turnover. The goal line stand. I wonder why the lineman couldn't take it in the end zone. Is it ruled down, or did the rules change? I'm pretty sure if that happens today in modern college football, the lineman can't recover it. He was going to be short anyway. Why did we spin there? And the defense. See, if we play like this, where has this defense been? Where has this defense been? This is the defense I've been knowing we've been capable of all along. Like, he was going to be short anyway, whether they recovered that fumble or not.
Call a gain of 13 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
But we will score a season low 28, which is fine. I pleasantly will take a defensive game. That's what I want, not an offensive shootout.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Josie Zoe has 135 and a touchdown. Matty Mock, no turnovers. That's the key. No turnovers. And they would only have 7 points right now if we didn't allow that field goal before half.
Taylor makes the tackle. Gain of 3 yards. First down.
So we called a great game on defense. Offense, did enough. And Clemson survives its final game against bitter rival South Carolina by a field goal. Look at Russell Hansborough. He didn't get in at all last year. That's his first time he's seen the field. And so A&M is going to lose again. And we're going to get another much-needed win.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
So we could rematch with A&M. And if they win that one, I mean, we're out. Realistically, we're out. If they win that one. So that's going to be the game. We're going to take the W 28-10 and beat A&M for the second year in a row. At A&M too, in prime time, just like real life A&M. Coming up short and choking and selling in prime time when they're supposed to be good. And on the rise, they lose. Again, that was play of the game. Coney Ely. I'm telling you, when he's on, this whole defense is on. Making the play. And again, A&M, when it's prime time and they're supposedly good, and when they're supposed to win, they lose just like in real life. So defense was the MVP of this game. For whatever reason, our defense is just a kryptonite to Johnny Manziel. I don't understand how that works. A&M's offense is exactly like Tennessee's, where they're up tempo. Like, I don't know why we don't play this good against other up tempo teams. Vanderbilt, like why weren't we this good against Vanderbilt at home? I don't understand. But Matty Mock, 170.8 passer ratings, 14 for 23, 163, 3 touchdowns, no picks, and no sacks. A lot of throwaways, but no turnovers is what matters. Just 160 yards passing. 63% completion percentage. Longest was 33. Rushing, Josie 149 and a touchdown. Mock 47. 35 for Sean Culkin and a touchdown. 31 for Hunt and a touchdown. Just 7 yards for Beckham and a touchdown. It was a slant. 15 for Moore, Sasser, 33, 19 for White, 10 for Josie, and 13 for Murphy. Defensively, 9 tackles for Kentrell Brothers, 3 tackles for loss for Coney Ely, and 2 sacks. Tackle for loss for Singleton and a sack for Singleton. Tackle for loss for Ruse, Webb, Hawk had 2 and a sack. See, once our whole D-line is active, we're just a better defense. That's just the truth. And we're going to lose Hawk next year as well. So someone else is going to have to be replacing him. Sherrill's had a tackle for loss. Tackle for loss for Simon. Take a look at A&M. Pretty unspectacular showing on offense. Manziel just 15 for 18. That had to be a season low, just 152 passing yards. That has to be a season low. Just 1 touchdown pass. We sacked him 4 times because he kept scrambling, trying to do it all himself to play Superman. He forgot he forgot he had a team. Just 26 was his longest pass. 83% completion percentage. 172.5 passer rating. Manziel, 71 yards rushing, just 14 for Carson. Carson, 10 yards receiving, Pope 62 and a touchdown, 34 for Williams. Kennedy had 28, 18 for Steele Jones, and Mike Evans, 0, unless he already graduated. So Ryan Roden and Jerry Caldwell, a punter and defensive tackle, end up committing to the team. And now we await who will we play in the SEC championship game? Will it be a rematch? Will it be a rematch? Or will it be Auburn? What's the result? It's a rematch. They meet again. And this time, I mean, they're like the loser doesn't have any leeway this time. You know, A&M lost last time. They had some leeway. But again, this time, whoever loses, there is no second chance. There is no leeway. The loser is out of the playoffs. Out. Guaranteed. Out. The winner is in. Guaranteed. In. So the stakes are even higher than 2 weeks ago. Let's take a look at the polls. So USC, I just saw, is number 5. Clemson is 1 still. Clemson's going to play Georgia Tech in the ACC championship game. We're playing A&M. Ohio State is going to play Michigan State. So I'm assuming Michigan lost, which, yeah, they beat Michigan quite comfortably, 38-21, bro. We're playing Michigan again next year, bro. That's a rivalry. So Ohio State's going to play Michigan State. And the winner of this game, 100% in. Loser, out. Winner, well, if Clemson wins, they're in. Georgia Tech wins, they're not in. So Louisville is on the bubble. Outside looking in, they're not in. They don't have a conference. You know, they're not in, they're not playing for any sort of championship game. So, you know, they're out. USC, if they win, they're in. So it would be us, Clemson, Ohio State, or Michigan State, and USC. That would be the playoff. Because again, Kentucky, nope. Fresno State, nope. Georgia Tech, nope. And A&M would not be in because they would have lost to us. And Michigan State, if they were to lose to Ohio State, would be out. And again, Louisville, they're not in no matter what because they didn't make it to the championship game. They're not going to get rewarded and just going to get an automatic bid. So it's either going to be come down to Ohio State, Michigan State, or us and A&M. What are you going to see? That is what's at stake. Take a look at recruiting. We are out of points. We're out of points, and we're out of time. So I wonder how many people we have left. Quite a bit. Well, we're not going to get you, so it's okay. I don't think we're going to get him either. No, we're not going to get him. Chip Glover, I don't think we'll get. But, still have a solid recruiting class nonetheless. It was a punter and a defensive tackle. We got these two. Jerry Caldwell, 2-star defensive tackle, committed, and Ryan Roden, committed. So I don't think our class really went up or down. Probably down, yeah, all the way to 8. Still a top 10 recruiting class, though. Boise State, Georgia Tech, again, don't belong up here. I'm not sure how they're getting talent left and right. Duke as well, that's surprising. This isn't basketball. Georgia's 10, again, such a down year for them at 4-8. We beat Florida. I'm surprised that Big 12, team is not high up in the rankings. But again, they still don't have a conference championship game, so that does hurt them. So, only thing left to do, real quick, we'll check the Heisman standings. Did Josie overtake the first place spot since Bridgewater and them are he did. Bridgewater last week was 42 yards, 5 total touchdowns, and 220 yards passing, but Josie actually won his game. A touchdown, 149 yards rushing. So, we're going to rematch. We are going to rematch. And Kurt, he picked against us last week, didn't he? And he was proven wrong. And yet he thinks somehow A&M's going to change and be different. I don't think so. So, we're first in points per game. We're third in total offense. We're 89th in rush offense. They're 24th. They're 27th total offense. We're second in pass offense. They're 51st. They're 51st total defense. We went up from 76 to 56. So let's just keep it going. Let's keep the momentum. Let's play good defense. It's what happened to us last year. We played good defense against A&M last season. Then played good defense again against Texas. held them to just 10 in the championship game. So we're very good when it comes to clutch defense. That is certainly something that we are good at. Again, we're used to the chaos, and we moved from second to last to third last in pass defense. So we're getting better. We're still first in run defense, though. Let's get it, man. SEC championship. So this is our second SEC championship appearance in, Gary Pinkel's second year, maybe his third year. I don't know. He did win Coach of the Year award last season. He could very well win it again this year. And we are looking to be back-to-back defending SEC national champions and back-to-back playoff champions. So hopefully we put on that defensive performance like we did 2 weeks ago. And A&M will get the ball first. Again, the winner of this game is automatically in the playoffs. So it's not over for A&M yet. But it is if they lose. And last year we beat Alabama 28-9 in the SEC championship game. Ely, he had a great game against A&M. He forced the fumble and turnover on downs on 4th and goal. He's short. Singleton is there. And 3 and out for A&M again, just like 2 weeks ago. Defense. Again, last year, our defense peaked at the exact right time. We peaked at the exact right time we needed to. And the final week of the season against A&M and the SEC championship game and the BCS championship game, just giving up 24, 9, and 10. If we're peaking right now, just like we did last year, I'll ignore the bad defense. This past year, I'll ignore it. I'll overlook it. Wide open, Jimmy Hunt. 1,143 yards for him and 8 touchdowns. White catching it near his knees. It'll get 12. Chelsea stiff arming.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and inches.
Clock. Still got the first. Take away everything there. Is Tom Copeland going to be open? No. Remember, Matty Mock can and will take off. Sasser, catch the ball. That would have been a first down conversion. And we're going to try from 48. Bag it. No. So that sack just ruined the entire drive. I blew that up with Webb. I blew it up like a terrorist. I blew it up. I didn't have time. Oh! That should have been a user pick six. That should have been a user pick six all day. All day, that should have been a user pick six. And it will not go for it. No punt. Man, that had pick six all over it. I had baited Manziel like I wanted. We want this to be a defensive game. A&M doesn't. They want to score. Jimmy Hunt hung on to that one. To get rid of that as soon as possible.
second and 5.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Try left. Four down. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Ready. Line 80.
Number 36 makes the tackle. That makes it first and goal.
Man left.
Down, Hunt walks in. And that was Baggett's first miss of the year when it comes to field goal kicking. Usually he didn't miss. Now he's not hit one from that far before. It's been like from 42, I think, or 43. It's been back-to-back punts for A&M on offense. You just wonder, when is the offense going to start? And he should fumble. If that's all they're going to do, again, now that's super easy to guard. If Menzel thinks that, okay, well, I'm just my only teammate right here, we're going to defend that. He will fumble. Can't escape there. No game. Again, I don't know why the CPU just keeps doing that with Menzel. He gets so like narrow-minded and only cares about like scrambling. Tony Ely's got him. And Menzel is hurt. That's what happens. That is what happens. Menzel back spasm. Yeah, because he forgot that he has a team. Beckham shrugs off a defender. Beckham. $4,000 passing yards achieved, and Matty Mock does not have 4,000. Again, chew the clock, slow it down, don't turn it over, control the controllables. Chelsea! Hunt could be open right here. This is where we take our time. We didn't really do as good of a job last matchup against A&M. We still have 24 seconds left on the board, and they got 3 points because of it. So this time I want no points. Touchdown, Darius! And we have 27 seconds. So I talked about doing a better job, and we leave 3 more seconds than last matchup. Denzel is back in the game. Not sure what that was. That low-key should have been a backwards pass.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Just 20 yards passing for Menzel. Yeah, just sack him. Just sack him.
That's good.
5 seconds left. They just got to heave it up. Won't even get it off. Sack, Shane Ray. And we're going to shut out an opponent for the first time ever through 2 quarters into halftime. I've never seen us shut out anybody in a halftime. We got shut out in a halftime by Michigan. But we never done it to someone else.
Is lined up for the kickoff. Number 20 back deep to return.
Look at Greg Beckham just breaking tackles. See, if Michigan faced this team, they would get blown out. They would get blown out if they face this version of us. It's not who I wanted to give it to. It's not out of this game. We only have 14 points up. It's like our new season low. How many points we scored throughout a half? Well, actually, no, Michigan was. We just straight up didn't score anything. They can't guard two people. They can't guard two people. I don't know why they walked the safety down. That was stupid. That was open.
That makes it second and 10.
Look at it again. Wide open. Why would I pump fake there? I wanted to throw it. Colkin drops it. That would have been another first down conversion. It's from 36. It should be makeable. Bag it.
Set. Oklahoma.
Williams gets the carry. Called a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
Check. Green 95. Eagle.
Get no animation on Johnny Manziel. Not that time. Tony Ailey.
That brings up 2nd and 13.
I'm coming after you. Mike 10. Mike 10. Here we go.
Recovering. How are they always recovering those? Just what are you doing? Why does this always happen to my defenders? Why does the game purposely predetermine a touchdown? Why? I'm gonna start just using the safety if that happens. That's what I'm gonna do. That's ridiculous how the game just predetermined and scripted a touchdown there by making my player do that. It's always on 3rd and long too, so that's what I'm gonna do. In those cases, I'm just gonna use the safety. That's stupid how the game just purposely made my player do that when they don't do that on any other down. Yeah, a 3rd down when I need a stop, that's when they decide to act stupid. That should have been another punt. Like, their corners don't do that. Only mine. It's so annoying. Put some force up. It's a low-scoring SEC championship game. It's just a bad matchup for A&M. We just are. It happened again! Do not start this game! We've not had an issue with this all year. Do not start now. The cheating is ridiculous. All of a sudden, the CP decides, I'm going to play offense now, when they've not been good this entire game. Right in the middle. It's picked off! It's Johnson! Johnson was just sitting right on it. And look what happens when the game lets me animate. It's a turnover, automatic. That's why the game never lets me do it, because it knows the consequences. That was A&M's only shot. I like how I was tackled by literally nobody. Josie is injured, so Murphy is in. Again, that's not Johnson's first red zone goal line interception. He had one against, who was it? Kentucky. Again, that's just great defense. It's great defense. Yeah, bruised ribs, out for the game. They end up not calling timeouts, and they shouldn't. They just blew the game.
Man left, man left. White, 6. White, 6. Here we go. 2019.
Tag it. I can never tell if it's too far to the right or not. Can't believe we missed that.
White 10. White 10, white 10. Here we go. Check, check. 200 check.
I intercepted it with Guidry. It's a user pick. I just plucked it out the sky. That was all user. Grant Guidry. Just plucking that. Thank you. We're going to get out of here with a W and be back-to-back SEC champions. And beat A&M 2 times in the same year. And dominate them both times. Just holding them to 7. That's the defense that I'm looking for. Play of the game. Darius White. It was very low scoring. But I like these low scoring defensive games. Because it lets me know that we can play defense. Manziel, again, just abysmal performance. 2 picks. Not good offense. We sacked him a couple times. They were shut out in the first half. And we're going to the playoffs, baby. That's probably a second seed. Coney Ely, 4 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. First time I've seen a defensive player get player of the game. It's the first time that Coney Ely rightfully deserves it. Man, we are in. Again, offense has kind of, I don't know if it's A&M's good defense or our offense is just taking a step back, but our defense has taken a step forward, and that's what I want. I'd rather have the defense take a step forward and offense take a step back than the reverse. I know we can play offense. I don't know if we can play defense, but these 2 games give me a lot of confidence. And again, this is exactly how we operated last year. We played great suffocating defense towards the end when it mattered. A&M, Alabama, and Texas as an example. Mighty Mox was 18 for 24, 162.8 pass rating, 206 through the air, touchdown, sack twice, longest was 24. No turnovers, no interceptions, just 1 touchdown pass to Darius White. So 75% complete percentage. Josie had 105 and a touchdown. Mock had 20, 36 for Murphy, 14 for White. Hunt had a rushing touchdown. Receiving, Hunt had 60, 19 for Josie, 32 for Colkin, 34 for Beckham, 15 for Safler, 18 for Murphy, and 28 for White. And then Tony Ely, 4 tackles, 5 tackles, 4 solo tackles, 5 tackles, a tackle for loss, assisted tackle for loss, 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. He is defensive player of the game, and he's gone next year, which is going to suck. Tackle for loss for Brothers and Guidry. Guidry also had an interception that was I just plucked out the sky. 2 tackles for loss for Ray and a sack. Tackle for loss for Singleton and Hawk. Hawk also had a sack and an interception for David Johnson in the end zone. And then for A&M, they put up even less points than before. Just Manziel, just 7 for 11, 7-11, 180.9 pass rating, just 162 yards passing, a touchdown, 2 picks. We sacked him 4 times, just like our last meeting. Longest was 46, 60% completion percentage. Just 1 touchdown pass. Manziel, 25 rushing. Williams, 10. Receiving Kennedy, 55 and touchdown. Pope, 29, 64 for Holmes and 14 for Williams. That's it. So Henry Josie, back-to-back years of winning the Heisman. 1,479 yards rushing. Oh, no, that's total votes. 1,133 yards rushing, 215 carry, 34 receptions, 244 receiving yards, 24 total touchdowns. Congrats to Josie, who won the Heisman. Wow, that's it. No one else won an award. Okay. The first. Typically we have a whole list of awards to hand out, but I guess not. So, the results are in. Well, not yet. So, if this was the BCS era, we would have played Ohio State in the championship game, but we're not going to because this is the playoffs. So, Ohio State won and convincingly. Against Michigan State. Clemson lost. Oh, I don't know. Louisville, you're not in. Georgia Tech, 11-2 ACC champs. Connecticut, not in. Fresno State, not in. USC lost. I was going to put USC in, but they lost. The number 11 Stanford, NC State. Oh, this is bad. So, for sure, us at Ohio State are in. You know what? I'm not going to penalize Clemson. Clemson, you are in. And you know what? I don't know. I'm saving all that for the selection show part. Right? I don't want to spoil too much. Yeah, I mean, USC put me in a tight spot. If they would have just won, they would have been in, but they lost. They lost to Stanford. So we're gonna save that for the selection show part. Hope you've enjoyed Missouri Dynasty Season 2. It was very fun. Road to the playoff part. Okay, so make sure, are we recording? Are we recording? Are we recording? Yeah, okay. All right, so this is the playoff selection show. This is our third annual playoff selection show. And, we're dealing with Florida State, dealing with Ohio State. And we are sitting at number one. We don't belong as the number one team, by the way. We don't. We belong as the number two team, in my opinion. Well, that's the thing, though. It's like we haven't played like a true number one. Like we haven't. But we have, we did beat A&M twice and convincingly so both times. And it seems to me that our defense is peaking at the right time, just like we did last year. I'm telling you, nobody wants to play us when we play defense like that. Nobody wants to play us. So we are SEC champs. Ohio State is Big Ten champs. And so this is where the decision has been made. Of course, it was always going to be us versus Ohio State. We were already going to be in. But actually, instead of Louisville, I have chosen, get ready, where are they? Georgia Tech. I know. I said they weren't going to be in the playoff, but they are an ACC champion. I am being biased and unfairly so if I exclude Georgia Tech just because I feel like they're not good enough. But they made the playoffs in the Ohio State Dynasty. So, I mean, I guess they're doing something right if they keep simulating well in the the 2014 year. So I'm just going to give it to them. I'm just going to give it to them. So they're in at the third spot, and they're going to open against Ohio State. How that game's going to go, I have a feeling Ohio State is going to win that one. So we will reward Georgia Tech as an ACC champ. And USC, what if USC would have won? It would have been them, but they didn't. USC lost, which put me in a tough spot. I didn't want Georgia Tech in the playoff, but I'm going to have to put them in there. And so this is where the fourth spot is probably going to be crazy. Clemson. We are not penalizing Clemson for losing an ACC championship game. We're not. Josh Pate talked about this a lot, about how teams sometimes don't want to make it to the championship game if they lose and they get penalized for losing. And that loss leaves them out of the playoffs versus them not playing a championship game, them not losing, and then then that team will make it in the playoffs. He talked about that extensively. And it's the same logic here. I'm not going to penalize Clemson for doing a good job all year and penalizing them when they've been undefeated this whole season up until the ACC championship game. And if that game didn't happen, they would have been in. So we're going to reward them for making the championship game, the ACC, and we're not going to penalize them for losing it. They are in at the 4th spot since USC lost. USC was 5, but they're only 11-2. Of course, Georgia Tech takes that 11-2 spot because they are an ACC. They are a conference champ and 11-2. USC is not a conference champ and 11-2. So that was the difference. So there you have it. There is the playoffs, and we will. Should we play in the Rose Bowl or no? Yeah, we'll play in the Rose Bowl, and they'll play in the Sugar Bowl. So there you have it. There is the playoffs. Hope you are ready. See how this one goes. I'm really looking forward to this. Clemson, us versus Clemson, Tiger versus Tiger, ACC Tiger versus Clemson versus SEC Tiger. Who's the better Tiger? And I'm pretty sure Ohio State. It's a done deal on this side. I would be surprised if they got upset, but I'm pretty sure Ohio State's got that. And so it's going to be us versus Clemson. Okay, so playoff time. We're playing Clemson. And Clemson, up to this point, let's see if they'll show us any information on Clemson. Just to see what Clemson. Well, actually, we can look at the teams who got left out. So Louisville, as you saw, did not make it. They don't belong. They're not a champion, and they have 2 losses. We're not rewarding that. Clemson, on the other hand, went undefeated the whole year. Beat Georgia 34-17, beat Cal 38-17, beat North Carolina 27-15, beat Georgia Tech, who's number 4 in the regular season, and then lost to them in the ACC championship. So that makes my decision to include Georgia Tech and Clemson even make more sense. Because Clemson already beat them once, and again, we're not going to penalize them for making a championship game and losing, when they wouldn't have missed out if they would have won or not went to the championship game. So, and they beat them 31-17 by 2 scores, beat Louisville, number 3, 46-36, beat Pittsburgh 27-47, 27-14, beat North Carolina State, who's number 9, and 10-2 at 28-21, beat Wake Forest 35-14, beat Florida State, who at the time was 13. They survived that one 35-28, beat Syracuse 33-21, beat Boston College 35-18, and beat South Carolina, who we beat only by 2 points, 41-39. They beat them and held them to lower points, 23-20. And of course, they lost to Georgia Tech. And of course, Georgia Tech, because of that, we went ahead and allowed them to make the playoffs. So it's these 4 right here. Who didn't make it? Connecticut. You don't belong. I'm so glad I'm in charge of the playoff committee. You didn't get in. Haha. Louisville didn't get in. Fresno State did not get in the playoff. USC, they would have got in, but they lost to Stanford. And so if they were a 12-1 Pac-12 champ, they would have replaced Georgia Tech because they would have had one more win and one less loss and would have been conference champs versus an 11-2 Georgia Tech ACC championship team. So, but they didn't do that. They lost by a field goal to number 11 Stanford, 24-21, and they got left out. Of course, NC State left out, and Texas is all the way at the bottom. So that was the logic behind that. And we're up against Clemson. It's Tiger versus Tiger in the playoffs. Which Tiger is better, the SEC one or the ACC one? That is the question. Halftime. We played on this very same field a year ago and whipped Texas like they were farm cattle. 49-10. We're going to whip Clemson, too, on this exact same field. We are the better Tigers. We're the real Tigers. Of course, I made a video on my Bible channel. Paper tiger versus real tiger, atheism versus theism. And only one was the real tiger, and that was theism. And we are the theists. We're the real Tigers. Can I get an amen? This is it. Clemson is the paper tiger. And funny enough, metaphorically, Clemson was that very paper tiger that I used in that video because I gave an example of LSU versus Clemson. Go check it out. It's on my Bible channel. It's a great video. It's almost 6 hours long. But Clemson was the paper tiger, metaphorically. Well, Clemson was the football team that I used to describe the paper tiger. Metaphorically, atheism was the paper tiger I was talking about. But again, it's on the channel. It's a great video. It's almost 6 hours long. But we're talking about football, though. So, if I'm not mistaken, Clemson goes no huddle. That's why we're in a 4-2-5. We were just a bad matchup for A&M.
The kickoff is down for a touchdown.
So who does Clemson have? What's their game plan? That's right, option. Of course, Matt Hawk had a scoop and score last year in the championship game. Can't get that up, guys. Can't do that to DJ Howard of all people. That's not acceptable. There that time, no game. So they're going to be just like A&M in terms of the option, QB scramble. It's nothing we already haven't seen before. Blitz again. Chad Kelly is the quarterback. He would transfer to Ole Miss in real life, I believe, a year later. Just an overthrow to pass right there. We can get a stop, that'd be great. We chose wrong. Again, it's so annoying that nobody stays home. If I'm blitzing, I need someone to stay home. I swear the AI on my team is retarded. Wide open, Jimmy Hunt.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Thrown. He had a step on him. He had a step. He was in front. Flag. We both cannot fall for the option. I'm just going to go ahead and get wide.
That makes it second and 2.
Yeah. Loss. Shane Ray. We give up a 9-yard catch to Sammy Watkins. It's actually not the worst thing in the world that we're in this defense. Got him that time. We brought the blitz again. Brothers.
Brings him down. Gain of 5 yards. Third down.
How did I get? Shut up.
That makes it first and 10.
Oh, how did I get 17 yards?
That makes it first and goal.
Oh, lost the 2.
That brings it second and goal.
Why was nobody over there? Just left how I got sucked into a tackle animation right there. Shane Ray is out for the game. Great.
That makes it second and 8.
have Sean Colkin open, who shrugs off a defender. Sean Colkin. Crucial third down conversion. Smart play. That was a smart play. Got rid of it. Wasn't there. Beckham caught it. Not sure why that corner stepped out the way. If we throw the ball correctly, like Beckham is going to catch that every time. He's mossed so many people this year. And then let Colkin open again, and he'll score. Sean Colkin. Just wide open. Great throw from Mock to zip it in there. We need to stop Clemson. They've had 2 straight touchdowns. We've gotten them to third down several times. And we lost Shane Ray, and that's a big deal. We got, I think, Golden or Marcus Loud in instead. How was everybody blocked out the play? Get penetration. Haley, not fooled. He needs to have a monster game like he did against A&M. We need him. I was about to say, how did he still not get tackled? Three and out. Great defense there. And Clemson has to punt. You never know. This is the playoffs. I don't like how they're not moving. I was about to say, you better not fake it, Clemson. So that's going to end the first quarter. We finally got to stop. We're down a touchdown. Just got to tighten up in the run defense, and we're good. That's it. That's it. Just tighten up the run defense. We good. Slow the game down. They're going to go fast. We're going to go slow, methodical. Luckily for us, though, we're in the Oregon playbook, so we have a bunch of running plays at our disposal. Why did we call that play? That literally ruined everything. Let me audible. Again! It's short. We're going for it. We're going for it. Super risky move here. Super risky. But we're in the Oregon playbook, so it's okay. We got it. Super risky, big ball move. Had to do it. Bro, they always shed at the right time. That was going to be a first down. No! Come on, me little boy. Josie. We want to control the clock. We want to enter halftime tied. That's what we want. We want to enter halftime tied, and we will receive the ball at start the second half. Colkin is open again. Colkin! '96 receiving yards for Sean Colkin. Mock, what are these throws? Is it the upper arm fracture? Because, I mean, the old Matty Mock, that's an easy first down. He's not missing that. Probably the injury. Corbin wouldn't have missed that. Corbin would have, made that an easy pass. Yep. Green Beckham just open. Just open. Slow. Take her time. Again, we don't care if it's a low-scoring game. We're used to chaos. We're used to chaos. I don't know if Clemson is. Run it again.
That makes it first and goal.
That's fine.
Gain of 2 yards.
We have all 3 timeouts. We are okay. We had Beckham open. We had him open. Remember, Matty Mock can take off. Wide open touchdown, Jimmy Hunt. No clue what they were doing on defense. But I'm glad I didn't take a sack and I threw it away last minute, because if I would have thrown it, that would have been an interception. No! No!
That makes it first and 10.
We should have called blitz there. Oh, I knew I left too much time. We should have called blitz. That's so annoying.
The Clemson Tigers is lined up for the kickoff. Number 20, deep to return.
Oh! Dorial Green! Beckham gets tripped up! One.
First down.
We should have blitzed. Oh, that was a filthy move, Josie. Disgusting. And we take the lead for the first time all game. Chad Kelly is not doing that. He's not doing that.
That brings him second and 5.
Oh, he can't just dilly-dally. Bro, we have to get better at run defense. It's not that hard. That's all they're doing. That's all they got. They've not done anything else. It shouldn't be this hard to stop them.
That makes it second and 10.
So run defense we're playing. We have like barely any tackles for loss this game. Their offense is so simple.
That makes it second and 6. Good for a gain of 6 yards. That'll make it second and 4. Number 20 with the carry. That's a gain of 6 on the play. That makes it first and 10. That makes it first and goal. Loss of 2 yards on the play. That brings up second and goal.
So Matty Mock is injured right now. He's playing through an injury. We just lost Shane Ray, and now we lost Doro Green Beckham. Hogan!
Check, check. Big dog. Big dog. Like 42, like 42. 180.
I'm telling you, they cannot stop us on offense. We can stop them. Uh, Cam, thank you. Tony Ely. Thank you. Brantley. Oh, we're going to lose yards. 3rd and 18. I need to babysit them. I already know. Why did I have a feeling that was going to happen? It happens all the time. It's predetermined. This stupid corner just does that every time. I've seen it at least 6 times this season. I'm tired of it. The CPU doesn't do that on defense. Only mine. Doesn't matter if I back up or not. They just sit there and let the receiver run right by them. I don't want this to be a shootout. Bro, we deserve to lose, honestly. I don't want to win a championship this way. I don't. I don't want to win a championship this way. We had him on 3rd and 18. And how did he catch up with me? I'm not catching up to them, obviously. So why can they do it to me? And 18. And they still score. We're going to lose to Ohio State playing this way. It's like we reverted right back into our old self. Stop giving up deep balls, Johnson.
That makes it 1st and 10.
I don't get it. There's zero difference. We're in the same defense. This is going to come down to whoever has the ball last. Whoever has the ball last is going to win this game. This is so stupid. Here I thought, wow, we're playing good defense at the exact right time like we did a year ago. And we're going to clamp up even more. No, we're not. We're going to revert back and be even worse. Ridiculous, bro, how this game works. This makes no sense. We have to get better on defense. That's a non-negotiable.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Number 15 was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10. Anthony brings him down. Gain of 2 yards. That makes it 3rd and 7.
You shouldn't be able to catch me. We not get it. How?
That makes it 2nd and 6.
We've only stopped them once. You know, typically these playoff games that I've done on the channel are like never close. I'm not gonna lie. This has been like the only close one that we've ever done. They are never close or competitive. So, I mean, at least this one is competitive.
That brings up 2nd and 1.
Check, check. Hey, Russ, stop still. Stop still. Mike's 42. Ready. Green 88. Green.
I press X to hand the ball off.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Man left, man left. Go down, go down. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Unbelievable how you can chase me down like that. We cannot do that to the CPU. They always outrun us. CPU always outruns us on those, yet they always catch up to us easily. Told you, it's going to come down to who had the ball last. We got all 3 timeouts, so do they. Sean Colkin. If anything, we can just tie it, but I really don't want to go into overtime. Colkin to streak. Madden! Touchdown! They didn't catch me that time. We rolled everybody to the left. We went to the right. And we score. Matty Mock, who's missed basically almost the entire season, scores that clutch touchdown. Clemson's got to score. Oh, you should have picked that off, Webb. Nine seconds left. I'm going to use it as safety. It's going to be a Hail Mary. And I'm super nervous. I'm super nervous. I don't like this. So this is it. This is the game. For our championship hopes to stay alive. It's going to be underthrown, though. It'll be incomplete. Clemson loses. And we survive. That was the only, close, nail-biting playoff game we've ever done on the channel. They've all been blowouts. All of them. This is the first time this one has been, entertaining. Play the game. This should have been Matty Mock's touchdown. Man, that was a frustrating game. But we did get a stop, though. Whenever we turned it over on downs, we turned around, stopped them. And that was the difference. Because he gave us the ball last, and that's all we needed. That's all we needed. We stopped them. They stopped us. We turned around. We stopped them. And we got the ball last and we scored. And again, defense. Incomplete Hail Mary. Matty Mock, 194.6, 24 for 32, 338 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 75% completion percentage, sacked him. He was only sacked twice, Long's was 46. Josie had 142 and 2 touchdowns. Mock had 18 and a touchdown. Colkin, man, 126 and 2 touchdowns, 71 for Green Beckham, 61 for Hunt and a touchdown, 58 for White, 9 for Sasser, and 13 for Moore. Defensively, there's not really to note. Tackle for loss for Singleton, brothers, 2 of them for Keeley and a sack, 1 for Simon, 1 for Hawk and a sack. He had a crucial sack that made Clemson get to 3rd and 13 on that crucial down that we stopped them on. Sherrills had a tackle for loss. Ray had a tackle for loss. He left the game early with an injury. Harold Brantley had a tackle for loss and a sack. Chad Kelly was 15 for 18, 196, 2 touchdowns, 80% completion percentage, sacked him 3 times, 11.4 passer rating. He had 30 yards rushing a touchdown. Howard had 187 and took 2 touchdowns. Myers had 17. Williams had 14. Watkins 72 and a touchdown. He won some sort of award, it looks like. 37 for Hopper, 37 for Bryant, 12 for Humphreys. Seckinger had 28 and a touchdown. It's just ridiculous, dog. So after that wild finish, we now prepare for Ohio State, who is also 13-1. Of course, the game has factored in the playoff logic, but at the same time, the in-game logic has not factored it in. So they're 13-1 because they beat Georgia Tech. I just wonder what was the score of that game. So they're 5th in points per game. We're 2nd. We get a field goal more in terms of points. They're 3rd in total offense. We are 4th. 2nd in rush offense. We're 85th. Pass offense, though, they're 70th, and we're 2nd. So they are way better at running the ball than we are. But that's because the majority of their offense is option and spread option. While we don't run the ball that much, we pass it. So it's going to be which offense is better, passing or running? That is the question. We go tempo. Well, we don't go no tempo. We huddle every play. They go no huddle. So it's going to be a clash of styles. Up tempo, passing the ball every play versus us. We run the ball. We still pass it better than they do. But they go up tempo, run. We go normal tempo, pass, true clock. Total defense, we are 50th. They are 6th. 7th in rush defense, we are 1st. I don't understand how, because we got obliterated against Clemson defensively. I mean obliterated. So these are generous defensive rankings, to be honest. This is it. We have won our first playoff game ever in Gary Pinkel's career. The Missouri Tigers accomplished that. Your Tigers beat the fake Tigers and accomplished a playoff win, a semifinal playoff win. But this is an even more important one. Can we repeat? Can we do it? Can we go back to back? We're going to find out right now. This is it. This is our 2nd championship appearance in back-to-back years. We're going up against a football blue blood giant in Ohio State. And I have no clue how this was going to go. If Clemson was tough, we're looking at ESPN Instant Classic and against Ohio State. Now, every time we faced Ohio State, it has been unbelievably difficult. So I'm curious to see how this one goes. And you can hear the crowd chants even in Houston, Texas. Because, again, Missouri is not far from Houston at all. So this is essentially a home game for us. We're going to receive the ball first. The championship is here. Beckham to receive. He's going to return it. Dorial. Lightning start for the championship game. 45 yards for Dorial Green Beckham. Josie only gets 3, and we're going to need 2. He's got 1,478 rushing yards in the season, 24 touchdowns. We're going to need to chew as much clock as possible because if Clemson's offense was a struggle, Ohio State was going to be a nightmare. We got Sasser. Great play design there. You know, he fumbled in the Michigan game, which, again, that's not his fault. That was just the worst case of scripted cheating I've ever seen in a video game ever. And he fumbled in that Michigan game. We lost. We would have won if he didn't, but that's in the past. That's irrelevant. Mark. How the hell were you? Why does the game do that? I'm trying to throw it away. I don't want to pump fake. I don't want to. Why does it make me pump fake? I'm throwing it away. I'm not even lightly tapping it for that to happen. I'm throwing it away. We're going to hit Darius White and get 14 back.
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not a good drive after a 45-yard kickoff return for Beckham. It's pretty disappointing. They're coming after me, though. This is where the defense really needs to play like they did against A&M. Both times, actually. We allowed Clemson to rip off a 45-yard run instantly, their first snap. Shane Ray is back, and he got stiff-armed by Miller. Shane Ray left the game early against Clemson with some sort of strain, and he got stiff-armed in his return. Loss of 3, though, for Miller. And Ohio State is going to be run first and run heavy, just like Clemson. There's going to be no difference. They're both going to be no huddle. "10-yard scramble for Miller." That's what we can't allow. And that's what Chad Kelly didn't really do all that much. He relied on his running backs. We're going to blitz, though. It's going to be a draw. We swarm, and he's stuffed. He loses 2. And our defense gets a stop. Matt Hawk hawking up the space. And it's a quick 3-and-out for Ohio State. Again, it took us to have the ball last and Matty Mock's heroics to beat a very tough Clemson team. Again, that was the only close playoff game I've ever played on this channel. We have to Mock. We want to control the game, control time of possession, take as much time as we need. They're in a 2-man under defense. Oh, that's a weakness. If they're in a 3-man front and they're calling 2-man under, they can't really guard the option well. You know what? No, I hate that play. That did not work against Clemson at all.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
We got to Josie, who's got a lane to run through, and we're right back where we were when we had the ball first, before we took a disastrous sack that ruined everything. Josie's still down. Hopefully he's not hurt. And we're going to keep running the ball. It's working. Passing it hasn't really worked. So until they stop us, we're going to keep running the ball.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
Josie's going to pick it up. With the grab, and he's pushed out. And we will not snap the ball. We're going to head into the second quarter. 0-0. I think that this is the first time I've ever achieved this ever, where both teams are tied with no points heading to another quarter, at least the first quarter. So both teams get a stop on defense, and we're looking to score first and draw first blood. Of course, these two teams met in real life, I believe, in a bowl game in 2024 or 2023, where Ohio State lost like 10-3 or something like that. It was a pretty embarrassing performance against Missouri. Pretty sure they lost that one 10-3. So we draw first blood and achieve 25 rushing touchdowns, which ties the school record. We can't get fooled. We cannot get fooled. That's unacceptable. That's all they're going to do, too. That's literally it. I mean, they're not even doing anything that revolutionary. Got him. We had to bring the corner Johnson all the way over. We got him again. Loss of 4 more. Rod Smith, you're not going anywhere. Ian Simon on the tackle. It's 3rd and 16. We cannot get Clemson off the field because we kept giving up the deep ball. I'm afraid this is what's going to happen as well. It's intercepted. Brian Webb stepped in front. And we forced the turnover. We didn't get a turnover at all in the playoff game against Clemson. Braylon Webb gets one here. Just stepping right in front of Braxton. I mean, not Braxton, the wide receiver. We could not have gotten off to a better start. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. Man, Noah Spence came in like lightning. I did not see him. I mean, he's just not blocked, so that's twice we've been sacked. Our O-line has given up sacks. I'm not going to pretend they haven't. But we're going to have Green Beckham shitting and getting 19 of it back. All of it. Green Beckham. Josie's like getting a first down every time he runs the ball. Not what I wanted to happen! Why don't they fumble? Bro, why do we fumble so easily? The CPU never fumbles. And we just waste an interception. We use or sack him. It's Johnson. Came in unblocked. No, that's not going anywhere. 3rd and long. I'm super scared because we always give up a deep ball. It's always happened. It's never failed. So 4th and 9, what do they do? They're going to try a field goal. This is pretty long. It's at an angle. It is not even close. Our defense. So let's stop after giving it right up. Go, Mock. What was that? I want to chew the clock and head into halftime up 14-0. That's exactly what I want. That is exactly what I want. Our defense has came to play so far on a bigger stage against a better opponent. It's exactly what I wanted. It's exactly what I wanted. I'm telling you, nobody wants to play us when we play like this. Nobody. Hunt makes a miss. Hunt makes it up and miss again. Jimmy Hunt. Made a miss there. Made a miss there. Well, actually, no one tried to tackle me on that juke, but I don't think passing it on this Ohio State team is going to work. We're going to need to run the ball.
Here we go. 319.
Oh,
That brings him 2nd and 5.
what? That's not the timeout. That's not what I wanted. Why did we call Hail Mary? That made no sense. Why was that even an option? Josie! 86 yards. Okay. Slow it down. Slow it down. Still not in, but that's fine. That is completely okay. We're gonna call a timeout. I just wanted to see what they were in. There is nobody in the middle. And Josie will walk in. If we didn't allow that field goal with 25 seconds left to Clemson last week, they only have 35, not 38. So we would have won 42-35, which that is a big difference. I still feel like we left too much time for Ohio State, though. But I imagine this is just going to be a run play. Yep. What I thought. How are they already at the 40? Back up, Simon. Incomplete. User pass break up there. 6 seconds left. It's incomplete. We're going to halftime. For the first time ever, we shut out an opponent heading into halftime. We've never done it. And we accomplished it on the biggest and most important stage. Go Tigers.
Wilson deep to return. The kickoff is good for a touchdown. brings up 2nd and 1.
Haley is there, and he's not fooled. Lost the 4. Watch out for any, he's taking off. We got him. He's short. Matt Hawk on the tackle. And another punt for Ohio State. Just in case they get any funny ideas. Just in case. Yeah, it's been a defensive game. I'm not going to lie. Matty Mock has taken some hits. He fumbles. But we still have 2 touchdowns, though. They don't have any points. So I'm not sure why that was only highlights for Ohio State when our defense has done a better job. Bias much? Again, on paper, Ohio State had a way better defense than we did. Way better. But our offense, I think ours was slightly better than theirs. So that's the difference. We want to completely slow it down. 1,578 rushing yards for Josie, and that's only achievable because of the playoffs. Oh, they're going to blitz? They're blitzing because they don't have enough players in the box, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's averaging a first down every run. Our O-line, even though not good in pass protection and run blocking, that is where we are at our best. Even though it's backwards, the stats show that we aren't a good rushing team. We're a way better passing team, but in reality, we're actually better at run blocking than pass blocking. It's a very weird paradox. Jose, get out of my way! Bro, Jimmy Hunt got in my way and ruined the highlight. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Marcus Murphy, no way you're hurt. That was like your first snap in the entire game. Yeah, they could not guard the run. They were like us last week against Clemson. We were helpless against the run last week to Clemson. Helpless. Murphy back spasms. He barely played. That was like his first snap. Touchdown, Josie, his third. I can't remember if Kirk Herbstreit picked us or the Buckeyes. I know for a fact he picked Clemson. This is the longest we've held a team to no points in Missouri Dynasty history. I'm so proud of our team. I'm so proud. The way they picked themselves up after that pathetic performance against Clemson. It's almost picked off by Johnson. I didn't even see him, and neither did Miller. That should have been intercepted. So proud of our guys. I literally hated them and drilled them in practice. Miss. It's fine. Only 2 yards. Quick curl flats. That's so lame. Of course, he goes inside.
Second and inches.
Crunch time, defense.
Once again, Johnson. Lost the 4. It's 3rd and 5. What now? Last time he scrambled. He's doing it again, and he ran right into Kona Ealing. Sacked. I called it. I said last time he scrambled, he does just that. And Ohio State has to punt again.
Second and 9.
Can't believe the success we're having on defense right now. I could have not expected it or predicted it. I thought Ohio State was going to put up at least 40 on us. So get them 4s up. Missouri has put the complete clamp on Ohio State. White.
That makes it first and 10.
Man left, man left. Four down. 14's the mic. 14's the mic. Let's go.
Loss of 1 yard on the play. That'll bring up second and 11.
Wide open, Jamon Moore. I am pressing X to hand it off. The game knows that. Animal taking off again. That's how he won us that game against Clemson, just rolling out to the right, exactly like that, unaccounted for. Swag almost. He almost scored.
That makes it first and goal.
He almost scored. That's domination. Imagine if we pull off the shutout. That would be legendary. That would be legendary. A shutout in a championship game, that's something I've never achieved in any game. Never. It's picked off! User interception! I picked it off the same way I did with Grant Guidry in the Kentucky game, I think. To be honest, I don't know if he got his foot in bounds. Did he? Hold on. Let's actually replay it. Did he get his foot in bounds? I don't know if he did. He was beat on that. I'm not sure if that's... No, that's incomplete. He establishes it right there, I think. I guess. I don't know. It didn't look like it did to me, but the game counted it. Wow, that has to be crushing for Ohio State. Again, I've never had a shutout in a championship game. Now, I have shutout opponents before, in the Florida State Dynasty and in Alabama, off screen. I remember it's almost 3 years ago, I tweeted it on Twitter, back when I had Twitter. I beat Mississippi State with Alabama 2023 rosters when the NCAA 14 revamp mod had version 2.1 installed. I won that game 91-0. That's my best win in history. 91-0 on Heisman with these sliders. But to get a shutout in a championship game would be beautiful. It would be beautiful to get a shutout in a championship game. I'm hoping we do it. And to be honest, I think we will. Yeah, we will. I am stunned. Like, this is not even the same team that showed up to play Clemson. I mean, the offense is the same, but the defense is just completely different. Like, where is this defense? That's the thing. It's like we're so inconsistent. Guess it didn't matter today. I'm hoping to score 35-0. Guys, we're going to do it. We're going to complete the shutout and win back-to-back championships in even more dominant fashion than a year ago. And that will do it. 28-0. Our first shutout with any team on a championship on the channel. We've done it. And that's not something I intended to do, but we accomplished it. Incredible defense. My best performance on the channel you've ever seen. With arguably, in my opinion, besides the Baylor Bears, the worst defense I've ever played with. And we do a shutout in the championship game against the best team besides us. Wow. Ohio State doesn't even put up a single point. A donut. 4 touchdowns, 21 yards for Henry Josie. He got a first down every time he touched the ball. And we didn't even pass it that well this game. I'm pretty sure we had under 100 yards passing. Super basic game plan. It felt like old school football. Like the old school Bama teams. Old school Big Ten teams. That's exactly how he played. And everybody is doing air squats. Wow. 28-0. Kind of a low-scoring championship game, but, man, defensive masterclass. I've never shut out anybody on the championship stage on this channel. That was a first. Gotta love it. Got to love it. Look at the game stats. Yet Matty Mock, 95 yards passing, a career low. Just 6 for 8. We didn't even need him to pass the ball that much. Was sacked twice. 75% completion percentage, as long as 27. 174.7 passer rating. Rushing, Josie, 201. 4 touchdowns, averaging 6.9. I felt like he was averaging way more than that. Matty Mock had 32, 19 for Murphy, 27 for Hunt, 13 for White. 41 for White, 11 for Sasser, 12 for Moore, 19 for Beckham, 12 for Hunt. I thought this was going to be a shootout. It was not. Defensively, Coney Ely, 3 tackles for loss and a sack. Ian Simon, 2 tackles for loss, 4 tackles. Johnson, 3 tackles for loss, all of them user, and a sack as well. That was also a user. Brothers had a pass deflection, right? Or did he not? No, he just had 3 tackles. A tackle for loss for Hawk, an interception for Xavier Smith. Webb had an interception. And that was it. And on the Ohio State side of things, an extremely disappointing game. Just 0. 49 yards passing, 55.6. That's our new game low. In fact, that's the lowest I've held any quarterback on the channel in terms of QBR. We've had a new record, 55.6. That's the lowest we've held in any opposing CPU quarterback ever on the channel. Well done. 6 out of 11, just 49 yards passing. A new season low. 2 interceptions. We sacked him twice. 54% complete percentage. Just 15 was his longest. 0 touchdowns. Rushing, 44. Done, 39. -4 for Smith. Receiving, Thomas, 29. Done, 29. Thomas, 10. Smith, 10. Wow, they got bottled up. That is the most clamped I've ever clamped anyone ever. We have won back-to-back champions. National champions. We've done it. Gary Pinkel now level 37. Let's do the coaching upgrade. We're going to get the letter of intent. Wow. Incredible. Now, just the off-season stuff. Nothing major. Wow, I can't believe we really shut them out. That is crazy. Advanced to end of season. Setting the record burst. Henry Josie, 1,676 yards rushing. Previous record was 1,578 from 1998. Josie, 28 rushing touchdowns. He broke his own record from a year ago with 25. Josie, 53 rushing touchdowns. Wow. Previous record holder was a quarterback from 2002, 2005. I have no idea who that was, but he had 45. Josie broke that with 53. So Josie is the sole arbiter of all the record breaking. Derek Barrett, we are in a recruiting battle with 3 schools with. So we won the Natty and we won the back-to-back trophy as well. We have successfully repeated. You did it, Coach. Everyone here is so impressed with you that you have done that. We have decided to offer you an extension. Let's see. In 2009, we went 8-5. 2010, we went 10-3. 2011, 8-5. I can't see what bowl win that was. That 2012, our first year in the Big 12, I believe that was. We went 5-7. 2013, we went 14-0. Of course, we were SEC champs last year, won the BCS. This year, SEC champs, won the Rose Bowl semifinal, and won the College Football Playoff Championship as 14-1. Yeah, we'll sign it. Gary Pinkel is here to stay. But Georgia is in the need of a new head coach. Mark Wright was fired. Bill Snyder has retired. We will advance to players leaving. All right, some coaching changes. Do we have, our coordinators leave? That's what we want to know. Alabama had a new head coach, or new old coach, defensive coordinator. Oh, no, extension. Nick Anderson. Gus Malzahn had an extension. Todd Grantham, wow, 89th in the NCAA is terrible. And he got an extension for being a third to last in the SEC. He's in the hot seat. Offensive coordinator. We were first in the SEC, second NCAA, almost averaging 40 a game. And Steckel is gone. We were sixth in the SEC. 51st out of what percentile is that? Is that good? Only giving up 24.7 a game. We're in the 40th percentile, so that's like, I guess, 10% above half. So, yeah, not bad. It was enough to get the job done. You know, we have a C plus perceived. So Steckel is gone. We have a new offensive defensive coordinator, Brian George. I feel like we had a. Is this our third offensive coordinator in like 2 years? I feel like we had a new guy. We started out with with original guy last season. Then when the offseason happened a year ago, we got someone new. This is our second new offensive coordinator and our third one, if I'm not mistaken. Of course, Gary Pinko is the only guy who's still here on the staff. Players leaving. Man, we're gonna have a lot of people gone. Yeah. So quarterback Matty Mock, Corbin, Brooks Stresser, Tyler Hosick, who's sick of hose, Garden Hose, by the way. They're all staying. Nice. Josie's gone though. He's going to the draft. And Marcus Murphy also graduating. Yeah, I would too. If I got hurt first play of the game and the only play that I got subbed in, I got injured. Wide receiver core. Oh, we're losing. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Dorian Beckham's going to the NFL draft. He's declaring. Darius White is going to the draft. Jimmy Hunt is going to the draft. And Bud Sasser is going to the draft. So, yeah. Basically, our whole receiving core, gone. Our whole receiving core is gone. You know, we lost the Damian last year. We're losing 4 more guys. So, they're gone. Sean Colkin is staying. We're losing Anthony Gaddy to graduation. We're keeping our left guard. We're losing our center, our starting center, Stephen Carberry. He's gone. We're keeping our right guard. Mitch Morris, our right tackle, is graduating. And Marcus Golden and Coney Ely, both of our left ends, are leaving. Ooh. Right ends. That means Marcus Loud is staying and Shane Ray is staying. Vincent, we're losing, and Hawk, we're losing. So, yeah, I mean, it just happens. They're seniors. They're moving on. So we're losing both our starting defensive tackles. Left outside linebacker we're keeping. Middle linebacker we're keeping. And Ruse is graduating. So we're keeping Brothers and Sherwer, but we're losing Ruse. And we're losing Smith. He's from Skytook, Oklahoma. So he's a fellow Oklahoma. We're keeping Johnson. We're keeping everyone else. We're losing Webb, though, and Easterly. That does suck. And we're losing Singleton, too. Wow, we're going to have a lot of new faces on the team. A lot. And we're losing our punter, Christian Brinsner. Man, we're losing a lot of people. A lot of key people. A lot of experience that we're losing. And so we had a 2nd-round draft pick, a 5th-round draft pick, and a 7th-round draft pick. We got XP for that. What do we got in recruiting? What do we got? So we're going to go all out. We got 4 people. Just going to, load up on the points. See if we get anybody. We have 25. I doubt, we'll get any of them. The game has a limit. I think 25 is actually the limit you can have in terms of recruiting. So I think we've already reached that limit. Derek Barrett is still deciding between us and Tennessee, but we beat your school 2 years in a row, twice. We beat them. And both times it was a chaotic win. And we won both times. So we're just going to go with that. And just see what happens. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if we got no recruits because we already have 25, which is the game's limit. Yeah, just going to go signing day and see what happens. So we did get a commit. Willie Galloway committed to our team. So that brings the recruiting to probably like 22, I think. We'll have to see the results of that. What was the results for signing day? Yeah, Derek went to Tennessee. That's fine. Willie Galloway, 3-star, 6'4", 315, defensive tackle, Plainview, Texas. He's a pass rusher. We need depth there. We're losing. So in defensive tackles, team needs. We have 0? Yeah, you're tripping. So we lost a lot of wide receivers. Are we getting wide receivers to replace? Yes, we're getting Justin Cole, a 5-star, 6'1", 260 wide receiver. That's important. Dustin Beck, 6'1", 4-star. And Brian Ward, 4-star, 6-foot wide receiver. So we're replacing 3 wide receivers. When we lost in 2 years, we've lost 5. So we're getting 3. Running back, we lost Murphy and Josie. We are now getting Green and Simmons. Mike Simmons and Jeff Green. So we have Russell Hansborough, and we have Jeff Green and Mike Simmons as well. Tackles, I think we lost our guards, I'm pretty sure, or one of our tackles. Well, we have Vincent Charles and Joe Jean. Again, these recruits are going to play vital roles immediately. And we have new guards, Terrell Turno, Randall Kelly. They're going to be vital immediately. Defensive end, we just lost 2 defensive ends, Coney Ely and Marcus Lau. We have John Terrell, 3-star, 6'1", pass rusher. Devin Beck, Dustin Beck's brother. Baby mama drama, separated at birth. Again, the lore, Devin and Dustin. It's the first time we're having 2 recruits with the same last name. They're both black. So, Devin Beck, over 67, 6'2", 266 defensive end. That's vital. And Larry Copeland, another defensive end, 6'5", 245. They're going to play pivotal roles. We got 3 defensive tackles. We got Willie Galloway, CJ Valentine, and Jerry Caldwell. They're going to play pivotal roles. Hopefully none of our bust. Jeff Cable will replace Ruse, who just graduated. He's a 3-star. And corner Derek Lambert is going to replace Xavier Smith from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, which is very close to home for me. Free safety to replace Braylon Webb and Daniel Easterly. We got Yolan Rucker. That is certainly a name. Mark Davis and Kevin Harris. And we got Wayne Jenkins to replace Deron Singleton. So again, and a punter, Ryan Roden. So again, we're good. Like, we have depth. In terms of recruiting class, we are at the bottom. We are 21 with 23 total commits, 3 4-stars, 8 3-stars, 10 2-stars, 1 1-star. Who's at the top? Ohio State, who we just destroyed 28-0. 20 total commits, 2 5-stars, 8 4-stars, 10 3-stars. Man, they loaded it up. They had to. They got embarrassed by us. Again, I can't believe that was our performance in the championship game. I'm so proud of our guys. That was phenomenal. That's the defense I knew we were capable of all along. I knew all year we were capable of that. All along. Position changes. I don't think there's going to be any position changes, but let's go to cut players. So we have 74 players. We need to cut down 4 of them. Corbin, we're keeping, of course. He's overall at 92. It's because he played a lot, and Matty Mock was injured with the upper arm fracture. So, of course, the end-game experience he got boosted him versus him just upgrading normally in the offseason with no playing time during the season. So, again, Matty Mock being gone and my user effort and skill with Corbin made him a higher overall. And you know what? Corbin, you're going to start. Yeah, Corbin's going to start this year. How about that? How about Corbin, who I dogged on and we kept crying about Matty Mock to replace him, and he was balling out. He's going to start this year. Eddie Prince, sophomore. Trent Hosick. Yeah, we're keeping our quarterback room. It's stacked. Running back, Russell Hansborough, Morgan Stewart, Pedro Britt, Jeff Green, Mike Simmons. Huh. Overall 70, but you're slower than Jeff Green, so you're out of here, buddy. You are out of here. Fullback. Wide receiver. So Jamal Moore, we're keeping. Jimmy Hunt is gone too. Man, so we lost Jimmy. Wow, we lost a lot. We lost our whole running back court. Levi Copeland, Justin Colby signed, Dustin Beck we signed, Greg Watts. Schuler is really bad though. He's terrible. He's over 52. Man, he sucks. 81 speed, 48 strength. Brian Ward we signed. Williams is a redshirt freshman. Darby, Watts. You know what? We'll keep this. We'll cut Schuler. He's too low for us. Tight end, Jason Reese, Sean Culkin, Tyler Whitaker, Matt Muhammad. I was going to make an Islam joke, but I'm not going to. I think we're fine here. Redshirt freshman. Yeah, that's right, because he's a commit that we signed a year ago in the offseason. You're a little short, so we're going to get rid of you. We're keeping our left guard. Yeah, we're keeping that. Oh, yeah, we're good. Our O-line depth is good. Again, Shane Ray, Don Terrell, right end, Loud, Beck. Larry Copeland is a bust. We'll cut him. So, but that brings everybody to 70. So our starters are going to be Marcus Loud and Shane Ray. Defensive tackle, we're going to have Harold Brantley returns, and so does Josh Augusta. That's crucial. We need experience somewhere. Winston also returns. Of course, we have the new guys, Galloway, Caldwell, and Valentine. Left outside linebacker, Clarence Green, who made the game-winning interception against Tennessee. Look at him. He's a starter now. Wow. Again, hard work pays off. And he's the only left outside linebacker we got. Middle linebacker, we have a lot of Michael Shermer. He's back. Eric Beazle, Sheldon Riley, Justin Lawrence. Right outside linebacker, Rose Brothers, Newsome. Oh, Rose is good. Michael Rose? Hold up. Rose Brothers, Newsome, Parrish, Jeff Cabral. Hey, we may make some of these guys left outside linebackers. Corner. David Johnson returns. Geiger returns. Sherrills returns. Gibson returns. Brad Gibson, are John and Brad brothers, or are they just, unrelated? Greg Williams, Lambert. Hey, we actually have more depth than I thought. Cortland Browning is going to be under starting safety. Rucker. Jude Yaudlane Rucker. Starter, we are very young at safety, extremely young. Tim Jenkins. He's 5'9", though. That's short. We may start Wayne over him, not gonna lie. Yeah. Yeah, all right, so that is that. We're looking good. We're looking like a solid team. So we've reached the preseason stage. We're going to go ahead and do the depth chart. Corbin, of course, rightfully the starter. That's not changing. Hansborough, Stewart, Green, Culkin. Culkin? What? Absolutely not. It's going to be Simmons. Fullback will be, I guess they'll be Stewart. So wide receiver, Jamal Moore, Copeland Cole. No, it's going to be Beck. It's going to be, do we really not have anyone better? It's going to be Darby. And it's going to be Watts. So we're going to have let's see, freshman, sophomore, and freshman. So we're gonna have basically recruits from last year. Oh, we are super young in the wide receiving core, which is what I predicted. Javon Moore, Copeland, Cole, Beck, Darby Watts. Yeah, we're young. It will not be Reese. It will be Colkin. A tackle, we're good there. Left guard, center, right guard. Left end, it is Shane Ray. Right end, it is Loud. Defensive tackle, Brantley, Augustin, Winston. Do we have any? We'll do Galloway. Galloway and Crenshaw brothers absolutely not as defensive tackle. What are you smoking, game? And Caldwell. We need to get better. We need to develop. Clarence Green, the starter at left outside linebacker. Sherwood, middle linebacker. Rose, the new starter right there. Well, it's going to be Rose or Brothers. Who should it be? You know, Brothers played so well last season. He'll start. Corner, Johnson, Guidry, Sherrills, Gibson, and Gibson. There's really nobody better. Does Ian Simon start at safety already? Wayne Jenkins. We're going to let him be corner. Free safety, Browning. And Jenkins. We're going to put Guidry at third stringer if we need to. We have Ian Simmons. We're going to put him at backup over there. Jenkins. Kick returner is not going to be Stu. It will be. Wow, we got slower. Interesting. It'll be Russell Hansborough. I didn't realize how slow we gotten. We got super slow. Yeah, we got slower. I mean, Damian Washington, just freak athletes. Dorian Beckham, freak athletes. They're like a Usain Bolt body archetype, so that's just tough trying to replace that. We're going to look at the recruiting. You know, we'll leave that to the CPU, custom schedules. We're going to open up against Clemson. Go up against Clemson. This is kind of difficult. Louisville is #1, Michigan. We are rescheduling you. And we're getting our revenge on you. We play Florida, San Diego State. Michigan State's #6. Interesting. Notre Dame's not even ranked. You got UCF 12. You know what? We'll play UCF. They're 12. We'll play them. Utah State. Oh, that's really our options. I guess BYU. Yeah, so there's the schedule. Open up against Clemson. It's a rematch of the college football playoff semifinal, which was a classic 42-38 victory over Clemson. We're going to open up on the road in Death Valley, then play our rival Michigan, who I can't even begin to describe that game that we played last year against this past season. We're going to get them back on their home turf just like we did in the season 1 of the Dynasty. Play Florida, play UCF, Vanderbilt, Georgia, Mississippi State, BYU, a home game, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, and A&M. And we don't play Ole Miss. So There you have it. And there is season 2 of Missouri Dynasty wrapped up. So Ohio State season 2 wrapped up. Florida State Dynasty season 2 wrapped up. Missouri Dynasty season 2 wrapped up. I have hoped you've enjoyed the journey. Season 3 may be the final one that we do for any NCAA 14 team. So let me know in the comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Hope you enjoy it.